Alright, now that we finished the mushroom, I'm kind of okay-ish with doing meshes. It's probably just busy stuff. I still want to learn more about the geometry nodes, shading nodes, texture and UV wrapping, stuff like that. Soft body simulation is something I want to get into too, and rigging. However, I've come like a lot of people I talk to are like doing their VTuber models, and what I've noticed is quite a lot of people are struggling with clothes. It's either clipping or it's not working the way they want to, and you know, clothes is where people are interested. Where your fetishes start. Your birthday suit's good, but clothes is what makes it spicy. So, as any normal man would, we gotta learn our clothes. We might never, tell anyone what I clothes, but we're gonna learn about it. And I've had this one recommended to me from the Blender Discord whenever I first started. Before I forgot everything, it was when I was supposed to learn on after I made my first like animated character. But we all know how jumping into like a high poly, well, it wasn't high, it was like medium polygon. Would you even say medium? Between like 10k polygons. I'm saying 10k is like a medium or something because I've seen freaking not polygons, these 2 billions models. Maybe I'll do that in 10 years. But for me, 10k is high poly. Never mind, 2 billion. 2 billion's not happening to me. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get off this video. It's from Niche Arts. I've just realized I haven't been saying that. This is for Blender 2.9. But that says Blender seems to keep everything pretty much the same. They just add, very rarely change. The things I noticed they have changed though is the mixed math shade, whatever it is, in your nodes or the shader one, can't remember now. That changed on the videos that I had to try and figure out. But other than that, I think everything's pretty much stayed the same. They've just added to it. I have heard of a new software called Plasticity, I think it was called, where it actually doesn't use vertices. It just uses the geometry for changing. Apparently, that's going to compete with Blender. Blender's still better for like in-game assets because of the way you do the topology and the geometry and the mesh and stuff like that. Apparently, the other one's better for just art in general. So I've seen a few videos not coming up because I've been watching so many tutorials. I'm starting to get a whole load of like what is better, what is the Blender. I think it's Blender 4.0 is better right now, so it'll be getting updated soon maybe. But let's continue with the close cloth simulation one.
Hi there, welcome again to my channel. Today, I am gonna show you cloth simulation in Blender. Cloth simulation in Blender was very painful in previous versions, but after 2.9, it really improves a lot, especially in cloth collisions. So in this tutorial, I am gonna show some basics of it. A simple female dress simulation, a complex clothing simulation, and a bonus tip for you guys. All the settings and process I used in this tutorial are all from my understanding and testing. I am not claiming that this is the only method to do this. Some important points before we begin. Your cloth mesh not supposed to overlap or intersect from the body mesh. Always keep some space between both. Cloth simulations need big size. Make your objects 5 times bigger than correct scale. You can descale it after baking the cloth simulations if you want. In character animation, make sure the hands or legs do not clip through body, where the cloth's supposed to be.
Well,
always use clean topology with square faces, for both cloth and the body meshes. Don't use solidify modifier before cloth sim, the cloth will always jitter. Use it after the bake. The process of work is this. First, bind your cloth with the armature with automatic weights. Second, clean your animation with shape keys. Third, Paint the vertexes which you have to give the deformations. And finally add the cloth sim.
This may be
For the basics, I will use this monkey head for collision, and a plane as cloth. Add the plane and add some subdivisions.
To lower to bounce.
Add cloth sim to the plane. Give the monkey and the floor the collision properties. Let's play and see what we get in default settings.
Right. I wonder we better hear myself. The monkey. Do we have the monkey? I don't know if we got the monkey. But delete that. Okay. Hide that. Why not? Hide that. Control A. Control A. Mesh plane. Scale up. I suppose. Control A. Click off that. Control A. Mesh. Oh yeah, we got the monkey. Get there, and then click off it again. Control A. Plane, then grab it, bring it up here. Set it up a wee bit, and you said this is just a subdivision. No. What do we do?
The collision properties. Let's
Hey, what? How did you do it again? So you just click it, just do something.
cloth. Add the plane and add some subdivisions. Add the plane and add some subdivisions.
20. Yeah, you'll need a lot.
Add cloth sim to the plane. Give the monkey and the floor the collision properties. Let's play
Collision.
and see what we get in default settings. I will only show those settings which we have to look in this tutorial. First we have quality steps. This setting will describe the quality of the overall simulation. Like if I set it to 0, you can see our cloth is not able to intersect with the collision object at all. And you can see the result we get from the value 5. The bigger the number is, the better the cloth become and more time it will take to bake. Next we have speed multiplier.
Don't even know what big means.
It is generally the speed of the cloth simulation. The bigger number will increase the speed and the lower number will slow down the simulation. It is helpful when you got a fast animation, which cloth simulation can't process each pose instantly. Simulation. The bigger number will increase the speed and the lower number will slow down the simulation. It is helpful when you got a fast animation, which cloth simulation can't process each pose instantly. Then you can slow down bigger the number is, the better the cloth become and more time it will take to bake. Next we have speed multiplier. It is generally the speed of the cloth simulation. The bigger number will increase the speed and the lower number will slow down the simulation. It is helpful when you got a fast animation, which cloth simulation can't process each pose instantly. Then you can slow down the animation and decrease the speed multiplier to get an even speed of cloth. Then we have vertex mass, it is the weight of the cloth. The higher value will make you cloth more heavy and bouncy, and lower value will make it lighter and more stick to the body mesh. Here is an example of it. You can see the lower value make the cloth stick to the body and has less wrinkles, and the higher value make the cloth more heavy, bouncy and slippery from the body. Then we have stiffness and damping properties. This is the main settings we will have to adjust to make cloth look good. This is the setting which specify the property of the cloth, as it is more silky, cotton, or like leather or rubber. From my understanding, the higher values will give more stiff hard cloth like leather or rubber, and the lower values will give you more silk type or flexible.
Why they have to start at 25? Oh, 5. Okay, so blend would be. Five. 2. Did it.
Cloth. If you want hard cloth, you need to increase the tension and compression simultaneously, and also little bit of bending.
$250. Stiffness. So if I did, what's a bend? 200, what's 100 bend in there? Let's go. That's a bit of plastic right now.
But you need more quality steps. And if you want soft and flexible cloth, you need to decrease the tension and compression simultaneously and also little bit of bending. Next we have pinning. It will pin you cloth with a given vertex weight. It is also used to specify which area we want more deformation or less. Next we have self-collision. It is self-deformation or less.
Pinning?
Need more quality steps. And if you want soft and flexible cloth, you need to decrease.
Why you decrease it so much? There's like hundredths in well, 50 times. Come on now.
The tension and compression simultaneously and also little bit of bending. Next we have pinning. It will pin you cloth with a given vertex weight. It is also used to specify which area we want more deformation or less.
Pin. This could be. So if you were to do like, say you were to do like treasures for a character, you could do the top parenthesis loop cut, whatever you want to call it, with a weight so it does not move, and then the rest moves. Would that be it? I think. Anyway, Go back here anyway. I'll go back here. I just can't do it. Go and do edit mode. Click this one and where we're pinning. Where's pinning? Where's this? Where is this?
Tension and compression simultaneously and also little bit of bending. Next we have pinning.
Ship, pressure, cash, yep, there we go.
It will pin you cloth with a given vertex weight. It is also used to specify which area we want more deformation or less.
So you make a group of a weight of 1, alright? And you go back into this, and then you pin it. And that will not do what I thought it was going to do.
It will pin you cloth with a given vertex weight. It is also used to specify which area we want more deformation or less.
Alright, do I not assign? Would that be it? Oh, that won't go. Alright, so I didn't assign. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that would be it. You would pin the top of the treasure so it doesn't move, and then everything else will move. And if you collision to the legs, it should maybe go. Maybe, who knows? I'd modify or solidify. Get a wee bit of a.
Next we have self-collision. It is self-explanatory. It gives collision to the cloth itself.
Yeah. Okay. Where was that?
Now we move to our first.
Yeah, I think we. Yeah, frames per second. Oh yeah.
Simulation. This is a female model. which I had made for this tutorial purpose only. I made this model using spheres in Blender. I made the body proportions in the edit mode, and then remesh it in ZBrush to make a single mesh. I have also modeled a simple dress in Blender, with good topology for cloth simulations. For a quick animation, I am using Mixamo. Export my model in OBJ, and import it into Mixamo. Add rigging guides and let it processing. Choose any animation which is available on the site, and export it in FBX format. Import it into Blender. You can see our model is very small in size. To make the model size same as our dress,
Wait, is that like a cheat code to
we have to slide the keyframes, and add a reset pose keyframe. Now scale your model in object mode. Now I am deleting the previous mesh. Naming the new mesh to body. And giving it a skin color material.
Yeah.
Now play the animation. You can see we have a reset pose in the first frame, and after few frames our animation starts. This blend will help us in cloth simulation. You always need a reset pose before your animation. It shapes cloth according to the animation. Now we have to select the cloth first, then the armature, and hit Ctrl P with automatic weights. Now you can see our cloth bind with the armature. I am setting the start and end frames to make the loop.
Right.
Now it's time to simulate the cloth. Hide the armature. Select your body and add collision in the Physics Properties panel. Select the dress and add cloth. I am setting the bake time to 100 frames. Make sure your start bake frame is 1, because we have to bake it from the reset pose. Let's see what the default settings will give us. It looks okay, but we need more details in our simulation.
Nah, I'm getting lost here. Probably watch it a few times.
So I am adding a subsurface modifier with one level and place above the cloth sim. Now we will adjust some cloth settings. But first I will make a vertex group. Add a vertex group and name it Pinning. Now go to Weight Paint mode, and paint the area with Draw Brush, which you don't want much deformations. Set the weight to low value like 0.5, and paint the area. When your painting is finished, smooth your paint with Blur Brush. Now I am going back to the Physics Property tab. Enable the Self Collision option and add the vertex group in Pin Group.
So that means it doesn't move.
Set the Self Collision and Object Collision value to low, as we don't want so much gap between the dress and the body. And also increase the quality of the collision. Let's bake it and see what it gives us. It looks much better now. The vertex group will prevent you from jitter from these straps.
Oh, yeah, okay. So he's did the pinning on the top of the straps so that it doesn't fall off the shoulders while it's moving. Makes a lot of sense.
Add a subdivide modifier after your cloth to see the smoothness in the dress. Now I am deleting the bake and try some different stiffness and damping settings, and see what the result comes. I am trying.
What? Where the hell is big, anyway?
Stiffness and damping settings, and see what the result comes. I am trying values for more soft and flexible cloth. Let's bake it.
Cloth physical properties. He doesn't have that up. Stefan. Cash. He's got that down. What's in cash? Big. Okay. Maybe 250 frames, maybe a bit too much. I know to fix it next time. Right, so
So this is the result we get. You see the comparison here. As you can see, different settings shows us these different results. There's also some presets are there, as you can see. Here's the results with these settings. Quick side.
Wait, what the hell was that rubber one?
Here's the results with these
Okay.
settings.
Why is rubber? I don't
Quick side note
I'm gonna
here.
say something stupid.
If
Why
you
is
see
rubber
these
worse
types
than
of cloth deformations, you just need to increase the quality steps. It will help the cloth in good collision and maintain the shape of it.
Right, okay. If you get any of that
Here
crap.
is another example. Same model with different animation. You can see I have already added the rest pose keyframe on the first frame. I am just showing an example, so I don't need to simulate this whole animation. Same process, parent the cloth to the armature with automatic weights. Add the vertex group and paint the area which you don't want much deformation of cloth. And blur it after painting.
So why we pounded to an armature and not just let it collide with the
Now, add the collision physics property to the
mesh
body and cloth
body
to the dress.
with the cloth and collision physics?
Select the vertex group in the pin group. Enable the self-collision, lower the collision distance and increase the quality. Increase the quality steps for better results. And set up your stiffness and damping settings according to your needs. Finally, set the bake start and end and then bake the simulation. This is the simulation with your low poly mesh. To have some details, I'm adding the subsurface modifier above the cloth. And rebake the animation.
Still not too sure what bake is. I think it's just applying the new stats, qualities. What the hell do you call it? I don't know. So delete this. Yes, okay. Let me just do something here. I wanna kind of train one myself. Let me get 12. Delete this. Delete this. Okay. Okay. Shit up and sit it down. Don't really know what the hell I'm doing here, but you know. I want to sit the arms cyclically on the sides, but that way I did the topology did not matter. Rotate on the Z axis, what, 15 degrees? 20 minus 15 seems to be straight now. Object, apply all transformations, edit mode, and that would just be click on this one, and click on this one, I would delete faces, okay. No, it'll be Stop bassing. Yeah, what am I doing? Test. That's whatever. So. Yeah, it's easier for me just to click it all and then click off this part. Okay. Shift. Shift D. No, object. Object, set origin to center mass. Okay, wrong. Object, set origin to mass of budget. Wrong. How do you do it? Wrong. Object, set origin to geometry. Wrong again. How do you do it? 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 How do you do it so it stops moving up? How do you do it so it stops moving up? Okay. Or apply. Mm-hmm. Not perfect, but I'm just I just want to see what's going on here. So you would go to this, and then it would be what collision, and then this solidify, mirror, subdivision. Mm-hmm. No, you would do something along the lines of cloth. Put the quality stuff to 8 at least. how to merge to us. Okay, I'll put it in Blender. Options, mirror, yes, mirror object clipping. Please within the merge distance. So, how the frick do you get these? What? How do you merge it? My hand's hurting. It is kind of working. If it would frickin' stay together, it would jump on there. I would have to do the pin. Alright, 1 second, the door. Right, that was. Don't know where it was, but they needed people to move the cars, and I don't drive a car, so not me. How to merge meshes together after modifier. You can see here in the picture, it's two meshes, two splits of two. How can how to merge two after? He's got a mirror modifier, he splits it apart. So I was like, I don't know what you're trying to achieve. I'm trying to turn it into one mesh. That's what I'm trying to do. I think I have to merge these and mesh instead of joining my control J to project. You have to apply the mirror modifier and then select a ring and remove the double vertices. I've already applied the mirror modifier, but they're still apart from each other. In edit mode, select the ring cleanup and click remove double shoot click. So in edit mode, ring selected, mesh cleanup, remove double. So edit mode, mesh cleanup. Delete loose, geometry, limited, mixed. Where's fill holes? What's fill holes do? Yes. No. Clean out. Delete loose. No. Mesh. Clean out. Mesh. Fill holes. No. I don't know what I'm doing. Back to this. If you apply I can see in your blend you have two separate objects. So hit Control J to blend them. Edit mode to remove double vertices as I said before. How long ago was this? Oh, not long ago. We've cleaned up enable. Someone like remove the mirror modifier. Okay. And then you go back through and you add modifier back again. You turn on clipping. It's the good the first modifier not making it go the whole way down. Do I have to? Mirror cloth solidify. Mesh. I don't see the clearly double goddamn frickin' son of a. Go back and find out where it was. Click its ways just to remove the doubles in edit mode as mentioned above. Okay, where was that again? In edit mode, with everything selected, mesh cleanout, remove double shoot fixed. That does not exist anymore. Thank you very much. Come again. How they remove two mirrored vertices? That was 7 years ago. That's probably not going to help. How to merge two mirror objects into one. The mirror object needs to be applied. If you want to add the mirrors, you need to. So what? You need to apply it first. fit in there. Kind of getting there. Oh snap. Yeah, looks nice. So, stop this again, go back to this, and find the bits to make it better. So, where was it?
Scale your model in object mode. And also increase the quality of the collision. Let's bake it and see what it.
something like that. It's weird as hell, but you know. What can you do about it, eh? What can you do about it? What was I doing? Alright, I was trying to find the stiffness in this. Physics properties, that's what it was.
It gives us. It looks much better now. The vertex group will prevent you from jitter from these straps. Add a subdivide modifier after your cloth to see the smoothness in the dress. Now I am deleting the bake and try some different stiffness and damping settings, and see what the result comes. I am trying values for more soft and flexible cloth. Let's bake it. So this is the result we get. You see the comparison here. As you can see, different settings shows us these different results.
Well, it's definitely sticking to the thing. I definitely need to add the pins. I need to add the weight paint as well. It's gonna take a bit of testing, but got a rough idea of the direction to go.
There's also some presets are there, as you can see.
What frickin' direction you want to go?
Here's the results with these settings. Quick side note here. If you see these types of cloth.
Okay, so I'm going to stop up here, continue maybe a little bit later. Need to find another tutorial to expand on this, maybe get it going myself. But yeah, it's kind of working. Skipped a lot of steps, as it says, but somewhere. Anyway, see you next time.